Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Resonators. I am going to show you how to make this. Can you see all the glorious? We got some quartz chips in there, this cluster, points. I mean, we have it all in here. Super easy to make. I think people get intimidated by them, but depending on the style that you're going for, this is a more like free form kind of geode. So you just pour the resin and let it do its thing. The thing that takes me the longest is setting up where I want the resin to go and where I want all the crystals to be. So you'll see me do that. For this one, I did the quartz or the crystals first and then went in with the resin. Sometimes I build a whole border around, that way the resin stays in and you can kind of control it a little bit more. But if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, stay tuned, become a member of the Resonator family. I would highly, highly appreciate it. And I have a bunch more videos to come. If you guys ever want to see anything specific, let me know. I do teach a lot of videos, or I do teach a lot of resin over on Instagram, but I'm trying to build up some stuff over here for YouTube. So I have a few years worth of resin under my belt. So if you want to see something, please let me know. Don't mind the background. I'll do something with that. We're going to be moving soon. So for right now, it's a mess. But that's it, guys. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Resonators. So we're going to make this little geode piece. Mind you, I haven't made geodes in a while. I went through like a phase where I loved making them, and then like, because I made them so much, I kind of burnt myself out and started doing like molds and stuff, but I've just been itching to do another geode. So this is a gessoed wood board. That way it can hold up to the weight. And all the crystals and crystal chips that I'm using are genuine. I'm using some matchstick quartz tips, the big old quartz crystal cluster. I can't words today. Some clear quartz chips from Little Golden Butterfly. There's just a bunch of different things that I'm using in there. They're all pretty much like clear quartz or clear pieces. And the first part was just me placing it. I had it in a time lapse because that always takes me like the longest. And then I did mix up some, what is it called? I can never remember the name of it. Just to kind of help hold down a lot of the crystals and give it a little bit of dimension. It's just Golden's light modeling paste. And then I went behind it with some clear resin just to give it a little bit more sturdiness. But I like to use something like 3D dimensional just because it kind of gives it a raised look too in certain areas, if that makes any sense. I really just said 3D dimensional. Really, Sheena? Anyways, here I'm just taking a little bit of that clear and shoving it under that big cluster. I also have some diamond dust, I think is the name of it, which is like really, really fine glass pieces, and that's going to help give some sparkle too. So I'm using a bunch of golds and whites. The white is just Casting Craft white. The gold is Interference gold. And then like the really rich gold is Mayron Makeup gold. And then I'm going to make a little bit more of the white, so it gives another tone of white, if that makes sense. So once I'm done pouring this white, I'm going to mix up a little bit more concentrated, just so there's different tones of white in there too. Really easy technique. Sometimes I'll build up like the whole side, that way nothing can pour off, but this one I didn't. And you're going to see that my table is on level. I know, big shocker there. So some of it's going to move around and pour off in one direction, but that kind of just helps to give it a more organic look, I guess, by not being perfectly symmetrical. It just kind of balances everything out. I think I might still do like a 3D gold or white on it just to give it a little bit more dimension. I don't know yet, but I feel like something needs to be added. I don't know. And then I'm going to torch it real quick just to warm it up, and then use my heat gun. The heat gun helps to push everything and create some really cool like wispy effects in there. So it looks like a lot's been done, but it really isn't. It's really, really easy. Just layer in the colors till you're happy with how it looks and let it cure. The biggest issue for me is always like placement of the crystals and the chips and everything. So that's why I typically do that stuff first and then go in. But once you get to like the resin part, it's pretty easy. Just let the resin do its thing, and you know, something pretty will happen. So I'm just putting cups under where it was leaking. It was mainly just 2 spots, but I don't know. Here I'm going in with a more opaque white, and that's just gonna, like I said, add another layer of a different tone of white. And after that, that's really about it. I did use that orange, like at the top left corner. It's a little druzy insert, so I did use that kind of up in the left corner as well. So there's a bunch of like crystally, sparkly pieces in here. And I tried to get it out in like the bright sun so you could really see the sparkle, but I missed it by a little bit. But you'll see at the end, I did end up taking it out anyways, and you can still see all the goodness in here. So I just love how that gold moves around. Oh, I could bathe in that if it wasn't resin. Torch it one last time and then you're good. So here it is outside, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It did add some lines, but nothing else really. But I love you guys so much, and thank you for all the love on this and for my stories. But I will talk to you guys later. Bye everyone.